What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. I'd like to wish you guys a happy Monday. And I got a story for you that I seen last night that is just buck wild. Let's just keep it real. This is some strange stuff, and this makes you scared to even walk down the street. Not only in New York where this is at, shout out New York, but anywhere. You never know when some random stranger is going to jump up, bust you in your head, punch you in your face, or even put the knife in you. Beep. Such is the case of this. This gentleman you see up here, this picture that you're looking at right here, this freeze frame, that man sitting in that walker, his name is Cyril Destin, 62-year-old man. He was sitting outside of the gift shop. This guy right here has a history of crimes. Well, a criminal record. What this guy did is the woman that you see walking up, the blonde-haired woman, he jumped about the seat out of the blue and just stabbed this woman one time. As she came out of the gift shop, he was sitting in front of her. What does he do after he stabs her? Stabs her, doesn't run away, sits his butt right back down, starts smoking a cigarette. Make it make sense. Take a look at this footage, this video, and we'll come back and talk about it.
Police arrested the man accused of stabbing a tourist while she was walking out of a deli near Times Square.
The seemingly unprovoked attack was all caught on surveillance video. Good Day's Kendall Green has more.
Whether you're visiting New York or have been here for years, video of a brazen Times Square stabbing requires a double take.
You just stabbed her?
He stabbed her. Police say just before 6:15, 61-year-old Cyril Destin, seen here sitting in a walker, stabbed this 35-year-old tourist coming out of a gift shop Saturday.
He smoked his cigarette. He see like two lady coming from the gift shop. And she's done. He's stabbed the one lady.
Anwar Yaya's no stranger to Destin, who he says is a regular at Port Gourmet Deli, just off 43rd and 8th in Times Square, where NYPD officers have been making their rounds following the incident.
It's not normal. After like when you stop somebody, you have to run away from the cab. But this guy, after when he's only one time, and he back to his chair, smoke a cigarette, people work in front of him, too many people, is rush hours.
It seems like every other day there's something disturbing happening in the city. Like that was just completely unprovoked. And that happened, I didn't, is she okay?
The victim is expected to recover after she was taken to Bellevue Hospital, as New Yorkers try to imagine what triggered the seemingly unprovoked attack.
I feel terrible for him because he's obviously a troubled person. I feel terrible for her.
So just for nothing. Well, that's a part of New York I had not seen, and I'm glad I haven't seen it.
Police say Destin has a history of at least 14 arrests, including robbery, petty larceny, and several drug charges. He was charged and arrested Saturday with assault and criminal possession of a weapon.
People they perform crimes and they're in and out of jail the same day, and then they do it again, and people get angry because why are they free?
Now, Destin is set to go before a judge while his victim is recovering in the hospital. Again, she's expected to be okay. That's the latest from Times Square. Kendall Green, Good Day, New York.
That's the story of 62-year-old Cyril Destin. This guy stabbed a 46-year-old woman that he didn't even know. And before I get into this story, let me make a quick announcement. Yesterday, I made that announcement about doing the live stream, and we did the live stream, and it was very successful. You know, we had Tony on here last night. She spoke and talked a little bit about how people gaslight you and her experiences with dealing with somebody in a previous relationship that was narcissistic, so on and so forth. And she was giving important, helpful tips on what to do and how to get out of that type of situation. You all seen the live stream. Me, when I got done, I was editing another video and confused the two in my analytics when I was doing my editing and erased the whole live stream. I was on the phone with tech support for like 20 minutes trying to get them to retrieve it. They could not. So we did all of that work and it's up in smoke. For the 100 and something people that was in there and watched it, I hope you got your money's worth. I apologize to everybody else who wanted to come back and see it at a later time. But maybe we'll be able to do something similar to that. But I mean, that was a good live stream, and I feel awful, guys. I feel awful. And trust me, Tony raised the roof in here last night. It was a mess. So, I mean, it's on me, guys. I totally dropped the ball on that, and I deleted it. But I mean, it happens sometimes with content creators. But I'm gonna get back to this story. This guy jumped up. Did you see how he jumped up? Like, goddamn, like he was mad. Like he saw somebody that he thought he knew or something. That's what it seemed like to me. Now, it didn't say if this guy had mental issues, but he jumped up like, stabbed her one time. Back in the night, boom, sat down, smoked a cigarette. It's like something out of a movie. Nobody deserves that type of treatment. I mean, seriously, and that could have been anybody. I mean, depending on what his mental state was or mind state at that time, anybody could have been that woman that was stabbed. I mean, and like, you know, a lot of people say, oh, well, I would have did this. You don't know what you would have did, because the way he jumped up so quick. You don't know him, so you don't think when he's approaching you, you're the target. And you seen what the outcome was. He backed up like, what the hell? That was a real big welcome to New York, wasn't it? But I'm going to tell you something, man. He said this guy had a lengthy criminal history. You heard what the people were saying? They said, oh, they let criminals in and out of they go in and out of the system. Nothing's ever done. That's why people are getting mad. The other guy said, well, people don't feel safe. He's like, man, this is a part of New York I've never seen. I guess he was a resident or something like that. Another person's like, man, it's like crazy how you can't even walk down the street now without somebody attacking you. And it's starting to be an everyday thing, not just in New York and a lot of other places. People are getting victimized walking their dogs. People are getting victimized jogging, trying to stay fit. I don't know where it is. They got these people now when they feel as though if they want to do something to you, they can do something to you without repercussions. But this stuff right here is out of control. And it all falls on laws. I think they need to change the laws. A lot of the laws that need to change about violence and violent offenders. I think they need to, stiffen those penalties. A lot of people that are out here right now don't need to be out here. Whether they need to be in some type of institution or a hospital getting help or what. But there are a lot of people that do not fit in society, and a lot of them that don't want to fit in society too. Let's add that. Either way, man, this is a scary situation. And that woman came down there to visit and see the sights. She got more than she bargained for. See, the thing is this, man, when people represent a city and all of this stuff, and they feel good and they have pride and stuff like this puts a stain on it. It does. Now, not all of New York did something bad to this woman, but this is something she'll always remember. And it was in Times Square, one of the famous parts of New York City, downtown or whatever. It's one of the famous parts. Always be synonymous with when she got stabbed. You think she'll come back? I highly doubt it. But either way, man, of course, city revenue, and it, left a stain. But either way, man, I mean, I'm glad she's all right. And this guy right here is locked up. Jesus Christ. I just can't get over how he did it. He jumped up like, God damn it. Let me get that Newport. He started hitting it. Anyway, I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I apologize about deleting the live stream. It was a bonehead move. I was in here trying to get done for the night. Mistakes happen. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.